the heart energy flow. We have an emotional heart and we have a mental heart. The emotional heart is the thymus. Now, if you take a look, you see a pyramid here. You see a pyramid up and a pyramid down. All these images are actually provided to you guys. You will see them. So you have a pyramid here shown facing down, represents the female. And you have a pyramid facing up, represents the male. Mental body, emotional body. The thymus gland is the heart of your inner child. When people start saying, heal the inner child, this is where it's all at. The heart of the inner child must open and illuminate, because the heart of the inner child is what unites the divine mother and father within you. The heart of the inner child is what unites the upper realms with the lower realms. So that means your emotional state has to allow the nurturing of your divine self to take place. Meaning that the masculine and the feminine within you is supporting you. Mother, Father, God is supporting you, not you seeking out approval of your mother and father, but the divine source of the electric and magnetic is supporting you, and that support you will feel in the hips, in the second center, your inner child. So the inner child has to be healed when the heart opens up. There's two chakras on the right and left side of your clavicle bones, like right around here. So if you bring awareness there right now, bring awareness to the right side. Feel it activate, spiral. Spiral in the opposite direction. Now feel the same thing to the left side. Spiral it to the opposite direction. And now you will feel your thymus chakra right away activate. Okay. Do you feel the difference in yourselves right away? How does your mind feel? So this is the heart of your emotional, your inner child. And these pockets here, chakras, connect to your kidneys. So the inner child can only store fear. It doesn't know why or how or what. It just stores it. It's just like a memory bank. So what we have to do is activate these spots, which will release the fear in the kidneys, and you will feel a shift in your lower back. So there is no mind there. There's just a feeling there. And without the thymus, the pineal cannot fully activate. Because the crystalline light, the 8th dimensional crystalline light in the pineal needs the permission of the inner child. Needs that energy, needs that support, which is balanced you, healed you. So now we go down to the heart, the solar plexus. Okay, it's actually the solar plexus and the heart are one. It's in the field. It's not on the physical body. It's now in the field. It's a chakra between the solar plexus and the heart. It unites the solar plexus and the heart into one field. And that is the mind, the higher mind, and also your personality. So the personality belief system, when we say, oh, your solar plexus is heavy, that is because the personality's thought patterns make it so heavy. But if you bring awareness right now into the solar plexus area, what do you guys feel there? Bring awareness there. About 2 or 3, 4 inches in front of you. A little bit upper into the heart area maybe. Scan it to the right, scan it to the left. Mm-hmm. How many of you just felt a shift just by bringing awareness there? So in this area, this is where the higher mind wants to anchor in. It wants to illuminate its light. So the physical mind, you see the chakras on the right side and the left side? It's about, from the bottom rib, it's maybe the third rib, somewhere around there, you'll feel it, little chakra systems there. If you just bring awareness to those areas, feel them activate. On the right side, that's connected to the liver. Liver stores anger, right? But you can only be angry to what? To the past. So that is the chakra of the past mental patterns. And the spleen on the left side is the mental patterns of the future. So you have the past and the future in the mind, and the patterns of both of them need to be fully released. So the higher mind accepts the past and loves the unknown. If you cannot, you're angry to the past, anxiety because you don't know the future. And the spleen regulates the lymph node system, which regulates the thymus. So because you don't know the future, your spleen starts to malfunction because the mind's not at peace. The thymus, the inner child now, cannot spread the energy through the body and be fully activated. So by activating these chakra systems here, you don't need to know what it is, the past or the future. It will naturally release all of those things because it's in the field. All the programming is in the field, and the physical body is just the result of what's in the field. So how many of you had meditations where you're just sitting and all of a sudden you feel a crack or something opens up and a release takes place? Yeah? Okay. This is what the mind does. The mind surrendered to the field, and the field has healed itself naturally. Because consciousness naturally wants to heal itself. It just naturally does it. The only thing that's in the way is the belief system that you have created and you're holding on to rigidly. So just like if you would get a cut, your skin starts to heal itself naturally. You don't need to do anything. It will heal itself. Consciousness is the same way. If you silence your mind and just allow to find stillness, consciousness will naturally go backwards in time to heal itself. But all you have to do is just be an observer instead of interacting with the past. What do we do in the meditation? We're good, and all of a sudden something comes up and we start getting carried away and communicating with that part of the consciousness that came up to the surface. So it's a toroidal field that was activated, and now instead of you just observing it, you went inside of it and you're expanding that energy. But if you observe it, it starts to decay and becomes smaller until it dissipates and unites with the bigger picture of your existence. So learning how to become an observer of these energies is allowing it to transmute itself naturally. So in the stillness, we find that expansion. And stillness is Father, meaning the divine masculine energy, not electric. It's etheric now. The feminine is the doing, the one that spirals, the one that moves, the one that dances through your field. But in stillness, we recognize all of them. What did the mother say when the kids come home? Your dad's gonna be home, you better behave. They know because it's stillness, it's structure. So there's this, even that relationship in our physical reality is based on those energy flow.